you and you were always there. In troubled times it's you I see. I put you first, that's all I need. A humble all I am, all to you. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. You're the only one, you're the only one, you're the only one that I could live for. You're the only one, you're the only one, you're the only one that I could live for. You were always, always there, every how and everywhere. Your grace abounds so deeply within me. You will never ever change. Yesterday, today, the same. Forever till forever meets no end. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. Are you having fun? Well, what we're gonna do now is we're all gonna get down nice and low. That's it, how low can you go? And we're gonna sing, you are the way, the truth and the life. Come on, let me hear ya. You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight for you. We're living all for you. Up a bit higher. You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight for you. We're living all for you. You are the way. You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight for you. We're living all for you. You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight for you. We're living all for you. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. Come on!
Hey guys, can you see me? Okay, good, cool. So I'm Pastor Mike here. Good morning to you all, and I'm in my office at Davis Islands, our campus there. That's where our office is at, and I'm whispering, and I'm kind of paranoid a little, and I'm the only one here. It's dark, and I turn on my light to see, but it's dark in here, and I'm alone, and I think I'm alone, but I keep hearing things. You know, have you ever experienced that before? When you're alone, you keep hearing things. Like, what was that? Samantha? No, it wasn't Samantha. But anyway, so you know, this month, you guys, and not just this month, but this summer, we've been learning about faith, right? So all summer long, we learn about faith. So what's faith? Let's put that up there. Faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. Yeah, I think I need some faith right now, you guys, because it's kind of little nerve-wracking when you're by yourself somewhere and you keep hearing things. Okay, anyway, so that's what faith is. And you've guys gotten a lot of experience this summer focusing on what you can see. So let's put that vision, just get it, vision, yeah, to the test with a fun trivia game, okay? So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to put a picture on the screen that shows the answer to each trivia question. but it won't be that easy because the photo will be really blurry, and you'll have to see if you can guess what the blurry photo is by guessing the trivia. Okay, so there's going to be trivia questions and some trivia, and you're going to use the trivia to try to guess what the picture is of. Okay, you got that? All right, so here's the first picture. Can you guess what it is before I even say the trivia? Maybe? Okay, well, here's the trivia. Here it is. In 1968, a scientist was trying to make a super strong adhesive like glue, but he actually failed. What did his failed invention lead to, though? All right, so what do you think? What is that picture of? Okay, let's see if you got it right. So we're gonna bring the picture into focus now. Yeah, there you go. It's a picture of sticky notes. Do you guys use sticky notes at all? Yeah, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, sticky notes. Yeah, so the scientist failed at making a super strong adhesive, but he actually made a really weak one that was easily peel-offable. And then another scientist realized that the glue made a great bookmark that peeled off without leaving any glue behind. And just like that, bam! The sticky note was invented. Very good. My door is like right there. I keep thinking I seen someone walk past. All right, so let's do the next one. So here it is. An engineer in the Navy was trying to design a meter that could measure the power on a battleship. You sunk my battleship! Ah! He used springs, and one of the springs fell to the ground that kept bouncing from place to place to place. This led to the creation of a very famous toy. So what do you think that toy is based on the picture? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's actually a slinky. You know, in fact, I got like all those things. Hold on, let me get it. Got post-it notes. Here's the post-it notes. Oh, here's a slinky. Here, you never know when you might need a slinky around at work. You guys, need a slinky. Anyway, okay, all right. So yeah. So good job with getting the slinky. Yeah. So slinky. Yeah, the engineer created it totally by accident, and now it's one of the most popular toys ever. I love how they go down the stairs, which is pretty fun. And some of the best things, guys, are created by accident. Do you know that? Yeah. All right, we got another one. So during World War II, an engineer was trying to create a rubber substance out of silicon. Now, silicon was widely available, and the government needed a lot of rubber for things like airplane tires and boots for soldiers. And while the engineer was experimenting, he added this boric acid to the silicon. And it didn't create rubber, but instead it made like a gooey mess that bounced. So any idea what that engineer accidentally created? What do you guys think? Look at the picture. Think about it. Yeah, so let's put the picture in focus. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's silly putty. Man, isn't that silly? Yeah, the engineer didn't make rubber, but he did make a really fun toy. But I don't have any silly putty with me. Just checking. No, I don't. I have some fun stuff in my office, which I've missed dearly, dearly. I have a fidget spinner. You guys remember those? Those things are fun. I have it here. I missed it. Did you guys hear that? No. Okay. Well, thanks for playing our game, everyone. Now, let's stand up and let's sing. And why do we sing? Because in our lives, you guys, we all face hard times. So, you know, in our lives, we're going to face hard times. But when we do, we shouldn't give up. We might get to see God do something amazing if we just stick with it. Now, let's choose to live our lives for Him because He's always with us wherever we go, and we could worship Him because of it. So, let's stand up and sing the song with you guys.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. And you have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. And you have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. And you have been so, so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. And you have been so, so kind to me. And oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. And I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. And I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God.
All right, I was standing up to worship with you guys, but I thought I heard something, so I did and stopped. Anyway, so great job, you guys worshiping. Me not so much. Man. Okay, well, anyway, so let's jump into the Bible story now with Miss Courtney, and she has a real good story, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it about the man named Pizzal. Well, Paul. Yeah, pretty much. All right, take it away, Courtney.
Hi boys and girls, good morning. Today we are going to do our Bible story out of Acts chapter 27 and a little bit of chapter 28. And we're going to learn about a shipwreck that happened to a man named Paul. Okay? So, since people were plotting to kill Paul in Jerusalem, Paul was taken to the governor of Caesarea. Paul requested to travel to Rome to stand trial before Caesar. The governor granted his request. A Roman commander named Julius was going to take Paul on a sea journey to get there. On the way, Julius let Paul visit some friends in Sidon. They sailed around Cyprus and transferred to a ship from Egypt carrying grain to Italy. The ship fought against the wind and the waves, and eventually they arrived in Fair Havens, also known as Crete. Paul warned everyone of what was coming. The captain and the ship's owner wanted to reach a better harbor known as Phoenix. It was near Crete, to keep the ship safe for the winter because it was getting cold. A gentle wind started to blow, and the ship's crew thought it was a good time to sail. Soon, the wind grew until it had the force of a hurricane. The men brought the lifeboat on board and tied ropes underneath the ship to hold it together. They even threw cargo overboard. God sent an angel to Paul, and the angel explained that God would save the lives of everyone on the ship. The next morning, Paul encouraged the crew and passengers by telling them what the angel had said to him. He told them they needed to crash the ship into the beach of an island to survive. The 14th night of the storm, they discovered that they were also close to land. The crew members lowered the lifeboat. They planned to escape and leave Paul and the other passengers behind. But Paul told Julius and the soldiers that the crew had to stay with the ship. The soldiers cut the ropes to the lifeboat and let it drift away, empty. Paul took some bread and thanked God, and then they ate on the 14th day. The crew ran the ship onto the beach. The soldiers planned to kill Paul and the other prisoners to keep them from swimming to freedom, but Julius stopped them. Everyone reached land safely, just as Paul had said they would. They landed on an island called Malta. The people there built a fire and welcomed the visitors. And Paul was bitten by a snake on the hand, but he took the snake and shook it off and put it in the fire. When the people saw that Paul had not gotten hurt from the snake bite, they figured he must be a god. Publius, the chief official on the island, welcomed Paul and the others into his home. Publius prayed and asked God to heal his sick father, and God did. All of the sick people on the island ran to see Paul, and they were healed as well. The people of Malta were so happy that they gave Paul supplies for his journey. Eventually, he made the journey to Rome, where the believers came out to meet him. So, after this story, we understand that under guard in a home, Paul shared the good news of Jesus with everyone who had visited him. He'd spent 2 years telling people the good news of Jesus. And through all of his problems that he had, Paul never gave up. Because knowing Jesus changes the way you see your problems. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our Bible story for today, and I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye.
Awesome job, Courtney. Now, Paul, you guys, he understood that Jesus is the one whose God's big story is all about. He understood that no matter what problems he faced, they were worth it for him to share about Jesus. Why? Well, because Jesus is the Savior that God promised. He's the one who makes it possible for us to have a relationship with God, and that will last forever. I'm not going to do the Even though Paul had to face a lot of troubles in his life, he was confident that God was with him. he was determined to continue to do what God had called him to do, which is to share the good news about Jesus. Because of Paul trusted God, he could face his problems head on without any worry. Man, wouldn't that be awesome, you guys? So just like Paul, we will face problems too. It's a guarantee. Hello? Hello, knock, 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 knock. We are in a problem right now, right? It's just part of life, guys. Problems like this come up. Maybe some are big, some are small. But when we face those problems, we could believe that God will get us through them. Because we could trust God no matter what. Why? Because he's always with us. So here's the one thing to remember today. Knowing Jesus changes the way you see a problem. Knowing who Jesus is really changes your outlook on life. It flips you kind of upside down on your head. Well, I'm not going to do that. But when you worry about the tests you studied for when you guys go back to school and you pray about it, you could ask God to help you remember what you've learned. That can give you the confidence maybe you need to do your best on your test. Or if you're going to a new overnight camp or a new experience, or maybe starting a new school coming up, and you're worried because you don't know anyone there, well, you can remember that God has promised that he is always with you. See, knowing Jesus changes the way you see your problems. Now, say that with me. Here we go. Knowing Jesus changes the way you see problems. Right. God can even help you see your problems as new opportunities. God's so cool like that, you guys. I have a problem right now. I keep hearing voices and noises, and it's probably nothing major. Maybe I should go check it out. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Go? Yes, no? All right. Well, I think I'm going to go. All right. Wish me luck to you guys. See ya. Samantha? Was that you?